Dustin, welcome back to Belfast again.
Thanks.
And it's probably you're looking forward to the second season because of the injuries that you picked up in the first, and it must have been very frustrating for you.
Yeah, for sure. It was probably my most frustrating season I've ever had, actually, in my whole career. So it's nice to be able to come back here and maybe have a chance to prove myself and show the fans and show the organization of what I can really do, and maybe not spend so much time up in the stands with you.
Well, look, we really enjoyed that. It was great, but again, I'd rather much see you out on the ice too.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I want to do. I want to be on the ice and play as many games as I can this year, and help us bring home some more trophies.
We won the Challenge Cup this year. You didn't get to play in that game. Must have been a real disappointing game for you because you were starting to pick up a few games, and you were carrying a number of injuries throughout the season.
Yeah, it's of course you're excited for the guys to win, and you're excited to be you were part of it in some way, but to not be out there and be able to be in your gear and have the sweat running down your face when you're picking up that trophy is, it's not the same thing as being up in the stands and cheering on the guys from there. So, it's definitely one of those things where you kind of want to have a chance to go at that yourself and be able to prove that, I want to be a part of this team. And, with the injuries I knew I just wasn't at the point where there's other guys that maybe at that point could have helped the team do a better job. And I think, Kiefer and the coaching staff made the right decision, with us winning, that to have me be on the sidelines.
Well, I know you put yourself down there, but when you had the chance to play, you certainly had your moments and picking up those points in a Belfast Giants uniform for your first number of games as well. But moving into year two, what's your expectation?
I want to be one of those guys that's a go-to guy. When those situations come up where we need a goal or we need a guy to shut down the other team's top line, whether it's one situation or the other, I want to be that guy that the coaching staff looks to make those plays and to be there and to be on the score sheet and help us get those points that we need. And just be back to that kind of player that I was before all these injuries happened. And it's going to take a lot of hard work this summer to get the body bulletproof so that we don't have anything sneak back in, and I can play all the games throughout the whole year. And that's my goal, is to just play the way I can and show these fans of Belfast the player I am.
You've been in Belfast now nearly 10 months. What's your thoughts on the city?
It's a beautiful city. Like, I was talking to my wife the other day, and it's slowly creeping up to being one of our favorite cities we've ever lived in Europe and in the world, actually, for all the places we've been. And it's saying a lot for all that we've played in, I don't know, 8 or 9 different cities around Europe, which have been some pretty good cities. So there's so much to do, and the culture here and the way the people are, and obviously the English language helps a little bit compared to some other cities we've played in. But having the ocean here, you have a little bit of everything. It just reminds us of home too a little bit.
Next year, Adam Keefe, first year, and he picked up a trophy in his first year and a gold medal, we may add, as well as the assistant coach of the GB team. How do you think Adam's first season went?
I think for being a first year as a coach, especially having to make that transition from coach to player, is difficult for anybody. But the way he did it, I think he did fairly well for himself. There's obviously times where he told us, he's like, what, maybe I'm failing a little bit right now as a coach, but he's like, I'm learning from it. So I think he's going to come back next year and learn from the things that he did right and learn from the things that he did wrong. And I think he's going to be a better coach for that.